The media, we know of course that he has announced his retirement from Test cricket at the end of this current Ashes series, this on the eve of the second Test at Lords. We haven't heard from him yet though. It'd be very interesting indeed to hear what Andrew Flintoff has to say. He has been trying to prove his fitness for the game. Let's hear what he's got to say.
What about for this Test match? Are you going to be able to start almost your farewell by playing here at Lords?
I've trained today, I've practiced, I've bowled a few overs. We'll make the final decision in the morning. Just check everything's fine. Have another ball before we announce the final team, but I'm very hopeful of playing at this stage.
Yeah, you've obviously got a good idea in your own mind. What's your gut feeling now as you stand there?
Yeah, as I say, I bowled today, and providing there's no ill effects overnight or flare up in the morning, I'll be fit to go. But that final decision will be made tomorrow. So we'll see how we go. And
on obviously today's big decision, was there a moment, Andrew, when you decided that you were going to make it and that you would step down from Test cricket? I mean, when did that moment come for you?
You know, excuse the pun, it's not a knee-jerk reaction. It's something which I've been thinking about for a while. Chatting to people, it's just the timing of it. And I think with this latest thing with my knee, seeing the surgeon Monday, having jabs in it, my body's telling me it's time, to give in. For my own sanity, I can't keep going through rehabilitation. I think I've done 2 years in the past 4, I've just rehab all the way through. So, it's the time to go. I've got 4 Test matches, which I'll give my utmost for England to try and contribute into an Ashes win. So that's what I'm focusing on over the next few weeks.
You always give your best, Andrew. How difficult a decision was it to make, bearing in mind you knew what you'd be letting go?
Yeah, it's been a hard decision, I suppose, but a decision which has pretty much been made for me. As I say, all the rehab and all the injuries I've had over the past few years, it's taken a toll on you. My body's, telling me things, and I'm starting to listen. But, I still got a chance to play international cricket. Going to carry on playing one-day internationals in 2020s. So I'm hopefully going to be a big part of English cricket still. Now
we all know, now Australia know. I mean, is there going to be even more attention focused on you every time you get the ball, every time you walk out to bat? I mean, is there going to be more pressure on you to try and go out on that high that you want to?
Well, there's only pressure that you put on yourself. And going to an Ashes series on all the players, there is a certain amount of pressure. I said before the series, it's something which I'm going to go out there and enjoy and relish. And I enjoyed last week playing Test cricket again, and I intend to enjoy the next 4. But I think as well, it sends a bit of speculation. People are making their own minds up on what I should do and where I should be playing or what I should be playing. Now it's out there, it's almost a burden off my mind. I can get on with just playing cricket and enjoying it for 4 more Test matches.
The timing has
an indication that top cricketers are playing too many games.
I don't know about playing too many games. You look at the schedule, and it is quite tough to get through. That's one of the things I've looked at. You're looking at the winter. Probably with the history over the past few years of me, thinking I'm going to struggle with that. But I think the players' careers might get shorter as bowlers, but it's not something I'm going to stand and whinge about. I enjoy playing cricket. I've been fortunate to play for England for 10, 11 years on and off. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
What was your favourite Test moment?
2005 was alright. But I think probably when Michael Vaughan took over as captain coincided with an upturn in my career. For 2 or 3 years after that, I had it pretty much all my own way. Playing against the South Africans, the West Indies and ultimately Australia in 2005 has got to be the pinnacle. But hopefully I've got 4 more Test matches, and my best Test matches are in front of me, and I'll be trying my best over the next 4 to try and contribute to something special.
Andrew, why did you make your announcement now? Why did you make your announcement now and you've got 4 Tests to go? It might look like a bit of a benefit. Why wouldn't you wait until, say, the last Test and say that's it?
One of the things I think, from my point of view, I wanted to get it out there. There's been a lot of speculation over my future, and I just wanted to, get it out there, tell people what I intend to do. As I said before, it's not a decision which I've not thought about before now, and I think the timing now to say is right. I had injections on my knee on Monday, and over the next few weeks I'll do anything to get out on a cricket field. So, that's the reasons it's out there. There you go.
Is that 75-year?
Sorry, don't carry no.
Is that 75-year record that Australia have over England here at Lords in your sights now?
So what's the record?
Australia have won here in the Ashes in the last 75 years. England haven't won here. Is that a target to end that record?
Yeah, of course it is. We're going out there to try and get one up in an Ashes series. I wasn't really aware of the records, to be honest with you. That's nothing to do with us. It's a different side, a new side. We've never taken Australia at Lords, so it'd be nice to put an end to that. But more importantly, It'd be nice to go one up at the end of this week.
And can you just talk us through that 2005 Ashes series? You commanded it. Can you talk us through the moments that were special to you?
Yeah, it was a special series throughout, apart from the Test match here. But it's something which you get asked about and you dine out on it for a long time. It's something you've got to put behind us. The one thing I'm looking forward to is the next 4 and trying to create something new.
You've retired. Could you just talk to us about it? Why was it special to you?
Yeah, I think it was a special group of cricketers we're playing with. Building up to that series, we've beaten everyone in the world. And going into that, we were confident of doing something special. As a team, we performed well. Personally, I went all right too. Standing on the podium at the Oval in the last Test match was something I remember for a long time, and hopefully I'll experience again.
I think all Australians can relate to you as well, because you're a bit like Warney in that you're a bit of a larrikin and you're real. I mean, is that one of the leaving legacies you'd like to leave on the game in general?
No, I'm not a larrikin, no. Yeah, I've enjoyed playing cricket. I will continue to enjoy playing. I tried to play with a smile on my face, a couple of things along the way. But yeah, I feel fortunate to have the opportunity to play for England. And I'm excited every time I walk out onto a cricket field for them. And then feelings will continue, over these next few Test matches and then long into the future in one-day cricket.
Do you love beating Australia more than any other opposition team?
It's up there, yeah. To win a Test match for England against anyone special, but you see the traditions of the Ashes, so growing up as a kid, to perform in that has got to be the ultimate. You've got 2020s, one-day internationals, but the ultimate for English cricketer. I'm sure I can speak for Australians as well as the Ashes.
Andrew, do you feel in any way... Okay.
The problems you're facing to be fit for tomorrow. Do you think it's the right decision to play in the IPL this year?
Yeah, that's something which was addressed a while ago. I went out there and I had a degenerative problem in my knee, which would have flared up if I was playing there or playing that week for Lancashire at Sussex. So, it's a question I've been asked a lot of times, and it's a decision I made and a decision I'm comfortable with.
Do you think the IPL will play a big part in your future, or would you like it to?
Well, I'm contracted to Chennai for another year. I've still got another year of my contract at Lancashire as well. So, that's in the future. At this moment in time, I'm trying to get fit for an Ashes Test tomorrow and performing it.
Andrew, are you concerned in any way that almost now the rest of the series, every time you go to the grounds, will be more about you than about the England team?
No, I don't think so. Playing an Ashes series, is bigger than any one player. We saw the attention that the Ashes got in 2005, out in Australia 2006-07. It's something with a lot of tradition, a lot of history, and it's bigger than any one player. So it's not something which, the focus won't be on me, it'll be on England. Trying to win a special series.
And just looking at, actually, can we get a little looking ahead to the actual game, because we didn't do that with Andrew. Just how do you describe the mindset, Andrew? Obviously, after getting out of jail in Cardiff, how do you sort of almost see the balance of power mentally between both sides? It
was a great effort from us on that last day to get out of it. Obviously, with Monty and Jimmy at the end. As a side, we underperformed and Australia played well, but we're going into the second Test match 0-0. It's the first time in my Ashes career that we've not lost the first one, so it's a confidence in the dressing room. I think it was a surprise to a few, the attention the Ashes get and how intense it is, but we'll learn from that and moving forward. Yeah, the spirit's great. Everyone's looking forward to getting going tomorrow. What kind of response are you expecting from the Aussie players when you walk out there for the first time, bearing in mind all the battles you've had down the years? Probably not different. Playing against Australia is intense out in the middle. Very competitive, very strong side, so I'm sure there'll be no sentiment in me trying to score some runs and them trying to get me out.
Hey guys, thank you very much. Thanks, Andrew.
Cheers, thank you.
So, Andrew